Hey, it's Mr. John's Planet Zoo. Maybe not the best match for my personality, after all. This game. Oh my gosh. So as an adult, I'm a proponent of video games for kids. I'm a supporter. It drives me crazy when I hear adults talking about how video games cause violence and kids to act out and everything wrong with kids. Blame it on video games. I don't agree, and I never have agreed. I love video games, and I think you can learn so much. There's so many lessons. There's so many lessons in games, like simulations and every type of game. There are lessons, right? So you'll hear me say that off and on if you have watched any of my videos. I'm a proponent. For sure. I'm not a proponent of 6, 8, 10, 12 hours a day. That's not healthy. A couple hours a day, go for it, right? Go for it. So play. Let yourself play. Get up, get outside, do something else, be active, use your brain and your body in different ways, and that's important. So, but definitely play. I play every day, mostly, unless I'm just super overwhelmed with other things I have to get done. Games don't come first, but I try to sneak them in, and it's important to me for my happiness, so I get that. So let's talk about some life lessons Mr. Johns has learned recently. A, I am not great at Planet Zoo. B, I like Planet Zoo. C, I am not going to become a great zoo designer. I've decided. Okay, I made a mistake. I went and looked at examples on YouTube. Bad idea. I can't believe what people have done. Unbelievable work. Now, and so I looked back at my other zoo. If I ran the zoo. By the way, this zoo is going to be called If I Ran the Zoo Too. I went back and looked at my zoo, and all I was going to accomplish by playing it for a month or two was a basic, boring, flat grid of animals. That's it. I could have accomplished that. I could have had all 7 continents and all the animals represented, and it just wouldn't have been a great zoo. And I'm like, okay, there's part of my brain that wanted to accomplish that. That's how my brain works. But the other part of my creative desires were like, I want to be able to design like those people. I want to be like those people. Well, I'm not. That's not going to happen, right? So that's not going to happen. So I still want to make a zoo, but I've changed my strategy. So I started over, still North America, which instead of being pine trees this time, we're kind of out in the Midwest, beautiful though, rolling farmland. We still have some trees with a river going around. We're not surrounded like we were before. The river just kind of makes its way off in the distance, and it's very cool. So I assume I have all this big green area here, and I told it to not be flat. So realizing what some of my challenges are, I wanted the game to do some of the sculpting for me. And I love this. I've got a couple mountains. I've got kind of a lake area. I've got some hills over here, and enough flat area, I think, to work with where I need it to be flat. For animals that just, I don't know. I don't know if there's any that need flat, right, or prefer flat. But this is a great layout. I have lots of room. It doesn't look like as much room, but I'm sure it's the same because of the terrain. And in addition, I realized there's a lot of people who spend weeks or months on one building. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I can't do that. There's no way I can do that. So what do I do? Well, as much as I hate to admit it, I think I'm going to download more things. And that's okay. So I went onto Steam and I looked at entrances. This one I thought was very cool. So what I'm going to do is, it's designed to be kind of up on this platform. And you might be asking me, why, if it's up on this platform, why did I just put it far, far away from the entrance? Well, there's a couple reasons. One, I learned that these, with the Planet Zoo emblem on them at the entrance, are guest spawners. It's a guest spawner. And that's where the guests come from. So that's why there's no parking lot. That's why you don't see them walking into the entrance. They show up usually under the entrance. They're invisible. Now, you can't delete the spawner until you have another spawner. So I downloaded that entrance over there, and it has spawners, and it also has the little ticket booth, the entrance, actual entrance. And so since it has those, you can't delete the spawners or the entrance here unless you have another one. So you have to have at least one, obviously, to have a zoo. So now that I have that other entrance, I can move, and I don't want the raised area. I just want to move this over here, and the whole building has to be blue to say you're in the happy zone. Boop, boop, right there. Boom. So right across the border, this is the land that you own for your zoo here. And here is what I think is a very cool, it needs a big sign or something, so maybe I can make one that has the name of the zoo. If I ran a zoo. By the way, last night I was thinking, obsessing over this game. Since I'm calling it If I Ran the Zoo, which, by the way, is a Dr. Seuss book title, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to come up with an entire Dr. Seuss theme? But you'd have to have those crazy, funny trees, all those Dr. Seuss trees, and then characters, and everything would be bright colors. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this to myself. I can't spend 12 hours a day sitting here. And I'm a teacher. I have a couple more weeks off for summer, and then I'm back busy. And I just won't have time to do that. It's a great idea, though. I like that. I like the idea. Maybe if it's possible, maybe I'll have a section if I ran the zoo. Now, really, that should be the entrance, but okay. For another day. Now, what am I going to do here? I've got these roots hanging down because this whole thing was up on a hill. What I want to do is make it flat, so I'm going to go to advanced move, and then you can tell it, hey, go straight down, boop, until it turns blue, click check mark. And then you have it, let's see if it's on the ground. It may not be. Whoa, come on now. Working with my controllers a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. So we want to go, yeah. Let's go the lowest I can that turns blue. Come on now. I do not want to be above ground at all. Really? Why? Really? Maybe because, I don't know why maybe. You should be able to sink anything into the ground that I know of. I want to go straight down, please, more. Boo. I want to go down. Wow, I can go that far down? Why can't I go that far down, but I can't go? Obviously, those ticket booths and stuff need to be above. Let me see how low this is, right here. Let's see how low that is. Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Wow, that happened fast. Okay. All I want to do is see, are we sunk? Yeah, we are sunk. Sunk. Yeah, okay. That's not at all. Guess it's better to be a little bit above ground. Come on. It's a little hard to see. I'm looking at the... That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. That might have worked. Because now I'm looking at... Right here, I'm looking at the bottom edge of these concrete things. That now look like they are kind of down into the... Oh, really close, though. Really close. So I need to look at the edge of this, not the edge of that. It's not concrete, by the way. That's wood. Let's try that again, and let's see if I can go a little bit further. I should be able to now. because I was down. Yeah. Let's try that. Did I go too far? Oh, wow. It's like flush. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's do. So my whole point here was I don't know where the spawners are. They're probably underneath here, or maybe they're here. I don't know. Oh, and let's do this. One thing that is very frustrating in sandbox mode is click on the clock, the time down in the lower right, and let's say, hey, please be middle of day, no clouds and rain, 0, go away. Rain, go away. Come again, maybe another day. So we're in the middle of the day. I thought I said no clouds. I just want it to be bright so I can design and not be interrupted with the day-night cycle. I'm definitely going to have to get used to the controls because I click, and I'm gone. So many things to learn in this game. And, I've probably played 12 hours worth or something, just so you know. I'm so new, and never trying to be, watch this video because I'll show you how. Nope. Just we're experiencing this together. Some of you don't have the game. Some of you are thinking maybe I should buy the game. Some of you will never buy the game. Some of you play the game and you just want to see how foolish I can make myself look. So so this will be the entrance. Big sign, something so you know it's a zoo and not like a restaurant, because it kind of does look like a restaurant now that I think about it. So let's just kind of take a walk through. Here's the entrance. How do I go down? Like down. No, down. Oh, right there. Boop. What was that? Q. Oh, Q. So what goes up? E? See, I am still learning that. So Q and E are up and down, people. So, all right, next year, walking around. Okay, that's good. That helps. All right, so entrance. Whoa, but that stuff still. I think my sensitivity is like way bad. So here we go. Let's Q down. Oh, that's like now I'm a squirrel. Boop. All right, so you boop. You buy your ticket. You come in. What is that? I'm not really sure what that is. Climbing enabled in something. Something maybe that. And I'll probably get rid of the. Okay, unclick. Probably get rid of the grass in here. Okay, so you come in and you're looking straight down. You're looking straight out into something. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a habitat already, but this needs to be. I think ground, tile or something. And then I've got definitely have some work to do out here. It looks like the zoo has been neglected. And it's probably because I sunk it so far into the ground. It's not supposed to be this far down. But I could put some restaurants in here or something. It definitely looks like a rundown zoo, which I think is really cool. And then what we got here? Underground. Okay. This is the underground. I need to get... Oh, not so much. Okay. Okay. Stairs? Are there stairs? So there should be stairs, I would think, there. That looks like a... Oh, boy. Maybe I should have not sunk it down into the ground. Or I could get rid of the underground. I mean, I can modify this, right? I don't really need that underground. I think it's cool. You know what I think I'll do? I think I will make that the tram loading and unloading area, which I might have to get rid of that fountain, but I can move it. So that's cool, right? So I think it gives you something to work off of, which, you know, if I were to do all this by hand, by scratch, it would take me forever. But you can see I have inherited a neglected zoo. Well, not really. There's nothing out there, but I've neglected the beginnings of a zoo. I'm gonna turn down my mouse sensitivity by about 1,000. Look at that. Boo! Just kind of goes. And I think that'll be a good beginning to a zoo. I'll clean that up and we'll go from there. So, hey, if I ran the zoo too, coming soon. to a town near you, come back and visit. We'll see how this thing works out. For now, Mr. Johns is out.